way you were waiting, you like almost could not contain yourself.
Oh god.
Actually.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna bleep over that, and people are just gonna wonder what you said. That's your punishment, is no one will know how funny it was or how unfunny it was.
I just want to start saying other weird things for you to bleep out, just for the bit.
It's like as obscure as
Can't come up with anything that good.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's gonna be a good night. Welcome to As It Is Below, a Brindlewood Bay actual play campaign from Looking for Mom ttrpg. Special shout out, goddamn it, Angela. To those of you who have peaked as a GM, you know who you are, and you know why. You know why. We're hopefully not going to have a murder tonight. It's our first special of the campaign in which we engage with the broader community of Brindlewood Bay. We're going to see our mavens outside their semi-official roles of investigators. And if you're looking to know what murders they've already been solving, you're just gonna have to go back and listen. I'm not telling you right now. The first 6 episodes, those are what you want. If you're clicking around our channel and you're like, oh, there's a bunch of other stuff here. Yeah, there is. You can watch Alien, Humblewood 5e, City of Mist, Pirate Borg, and some of those games are streamed. So if you like watching things in the moment as they unfold, to check those out. We can't handle ourselves, so we have to record this, or else it would be forever long and our brains would melt. And they're all laughing because they fucking know.
Wait, are we the bad kids?
Us grannies are the bad kids? What is this?
Does that make this the bad place?
Maybe.
What a good show, though. Shout out to the Good Place show.
And the bad kids.
And the bad place. And the bad kids. And the middling kids who are not sure which direction they want to go. You're valid.
It's bad.
Last session, it feels like forever ago, we took a little bit of a summer break, but last session we saw our mavens tackle light espionage, attic athletics, swarming with visions, sliding on cars, lying to officials, and of course uncovering what really happened to Ace Rogers, though not all who were guilty will be seeing time. Things are changing in the Bay in our next collection of scenes that we're going to do our best to get through tonight. Keeping it serious, we'll try. As serious as this crew knows how to. We will see our mavens contend with their growing list of questions about who is behind this recent wave of crime and why. But before we get to tonight's episode, maybe we should reintroduce ourselves. My name is Sydney, Sid, pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing all the people that these people aren't playing. So the rest of them. You'll meet them when they're there. There's no order, so who wants to hop in next? We're apparently flying fast and loose tonight.
Okay. My name is Vasny, pronouns she, her, playing Marina, also she, her. She has a crystal for everything and currently on a little side quest of perfecting the art of sliding over the hood of a car.
Yes.
Room to grow.
We'll get there. I'll go next. Hey there, I'm Megan, she, her, and I'll be playing Violet today, also she, her, and every time Violet visits her grandchildren, she hides a new fairy. I put fairy garden. She hides a new fairy house in their garden and puts a note in the house with clues for them to find it.
Oh, so fun.
So wholesome. So
Yeah.
cute. Man.
We're gonna get real creepy, so you gotta start wholesome, go creepy.
Yeah, because wait till they start showing up when you haven't visited.
Ooh.
Write that down.
Write it down.
My name is Angeli, she, her, and my maven's name is Taya, also she, her. She's a spontaneous little granny who loves living her life fast and wild and definitely not breaking bones as she slides over car hoods as well.
Definitely not.
Cool. Definitely
No
not.
bones are broken yet. It's
Yet.
Yet.
GM goal of mine to break one.
To break Taya.
Spirit or bones. Yeah.
Valid.
Too bad she's already broken. Okay.
Hey. Right on. Well, we left you guys post this like poker tournament turned terror house. It's been probably, a few weeks. These scenes are going to be interspersed between, we'll say, about a month to keep it concurrent with real time. And you all have things you wanted to do or have done. Let's get into the action. The three of you are together, but whose place are we at? Or tertiary? No. What's the fourth? Because you would be 1, 2, 3. Is there like a fourth location?
Maybe the book club.
Book club is a place.
Oh my gosh, the thing that brought you all together. Maybe could be fun. Bit of book club. Right on. You guys are at the top floor of the Candlelight Booksellers, and this space is being rapidly turned over because someone has booked out the room after you. So we are wrapping up book club. You've got about 15-ish or so minutes before it becomes what? What kind of events happening after book club today?
I feel like it would be somebody that we have like a little bit of beef with for some reason.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Support group.
The what?
I'm thinking like a support group.
Oh. We have beef with the support group?
No, beef with someone in a support group. It could be a stupid support group, like Dr. Anonymous or something.
Let's look at some previous suspects.
Ooh, I was thinking maybe something that Carolyn's a part of.
Carolyn?
Oh no!
Carolyn!
I was thinking
Mariah, Carolyn, both great choices. Moneybucks Anonymous.
Why would they be anonymous about their money bucks? Okay, so a support group. I love the idea of it being Carolyn, if only because I've got plans for Mariah. And you guys need to sit and cook and stew about her a little bit longer. So, Carolyn, it's a support group for what? And is she a part of it or is she leading it?
Oh, or is she protesting it?
She's protesting it. They wouldn't let her in the door.
I was gonna say it's for people who are, I was gonna say I've seen the light that religion is bad sometimes, but that seems a little ominous. She's got to be running it. She seems like the type to run it,
run her latest outrage. Would be a part.
I'm gonna take it one step further. Okay, yeah. There's a little knock at the door.
Well, I'm not getting it.
I think Marina will just approach the door. Is there
I can hear you back there.
Silently. And then be quiet. And then just
what if
knocking more?
What if we just lay down and we pretend to be
dead? Looking for another way out of it.
Yeah.
She knocks. I can hear you with your steps and your breathing.
We're busy. Someone's naked.
That's against the rules and regulations of the room rental. And you hear her intake breath because she is about to go tell the owner.
Okay, I opened the door.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I was kidding. No one's naked. You're fine.
So you're a liar.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, you probably need to take your pants off to pull that stick out of your ass, but you could do that other places.
Are you guys cleaned up? Yeah, I'm supposed to have this room now?
We have 15 minutes. And I'm sure you'll love to wait patiently to abide by the letter of the contract.
Wait patiently. I'll wait
Wow,
right
that's
here.
very immature. I thought you were above that.
I'll wait right here.
Okay. Violet reaches around Taya and just pushes the door shut in her face.
Her arms are like, she's got a giant crate full of shit.
Is there a lock on the door?
No.
Okay, Violet goes, click!
Not click.
Roll me the day move with presence.
See how good of the click.
The
To
click.
convince Carolyn.
An 8.
I like jiggle the handle to make it more believable. Oh man, it's locked.
I think you guys do that, and I mean, like, she's not questioning you about the validity of that. The consequence is that
I mean, she should. That was a poor.
locked yourself in, and she has just let out the most like rancid old lady fart in the space with you.
What?
Oh man. Well.
And she's ignoring it.
Nasty.
Violet's gonna go like sit down and be
Um,
like, all right, so the book, guys.
Yeah. And I think I'll do a trick that this is a self-insert, but I always carry around like a little roller perfume that you just like put under my nose whenever something smells really bad. So I'm just gonna pass that around. It's like, here, it smells like pear.
Ooh. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, no, that was
Thanks,
awful.
Brandon.
That's just rotten on the inside. Ugh.
I know.
Yeah.
Someone needs to change your diaper.
I love the running gag.
She's sitting there with her stuff. And I think you guys have invited Madison and Hannah to book club in previous episodes. They're here too, just watching the animosity unfold. And they're, you know, in the way that like couples do, they're like sitting next to each other, just
With the popcorn, you know?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Madison kind of elbow Hannah, and Hannah goes, I am so sorry. I've got to go feeds our cats. Our cats that we have. We're gonna have to leave.
All right, make sure you unlock the door and be careful.
Yeah,
It's a
we'll
Yeah.
I unlock the door. They take the wide angle around so they like don't walk next to Carolyn. And Carolyn shoots them the nastiest glare. And Madison glares back and throws an arm around Hannah, and Hannah goes, I just put in the text group which when we are meeting next.
Yeah.
I will try not to read ahead.
Yeah. No, it's so great having you. I love all of your insights onto the books. You always have the best theories.
Oh, thank you. It's, you know, with no school, I am bored.
I send Madison some like finger guns, like, bye.
Madison like salutes you, and they close the door, and you hear Madison like jingle the handle again, just like you did, before they go back down the stairs.
Love the commitment.
Yeah.
Carolyn's standing here. You guys mind if I start setting up? Oh, the group's gonna be here.
Anyway.
Oh, the total abstainment group.
The total abstainment of what?
She slams her like crate down on the table, and pulls out like a lot of books and then some pamphlets, and she'll pass out pamphlets.
I'll kind of like look at them. It's like, oh, that was a mistake. I regretted it immediately.
Yeah. No, thank you. I mean, no. You can take off the thank you.
You already said it. No, total abstainment from everything, as in, you know, the classic, the things that lead to more debauchery and sin, like video games, lentils, mixed fabrics, consensual and unconsensual touching, the news, photosynthesis.
Like yawn and then put her arms around both Violet and Marina.
Yeah.
You suddenly
eye
wish you
twitch.
could photosynthesize.
Violet like puts her hand on Taya's leg.
Beanie Babies, fiction literature, and
You could just say anything fun. I think that might be faster than reciting the whole list, honestly.
Yeah.
none of those things are fun.
Exactly.
I don't
just
get it.
ordinary things.
We're abstaining from those. It doesn't even matter if they're fun, if they lead to debauchery. And you hear another knock at the door.
Are you afraid of spicy food too?
The door opens because it's never been locked. And who else joins?
Who's another person we hate?
Brad.
Oh God, it would be Brad.
Brad comes in, looking very different, I might add. His like eco-terrorism, like patchwork, all like his whole vibe is different. The only thing that's still here is that like his hair is brightly colored and his piercings are still in, but he's wearing like all linen, and he's got those shoes that have all the individual toes.
A villain.
All right, we know who the bad guy is. We
Yeah.
can stop here.
Anyone who wears
God.
individually toed shoes.
What a freak.
I think Marina audibly gasps as she like looks at his butt.
Ah,
You need medical attention?
No, sorry, just
I meant him, but I'm glad you don't need it either.
I actually might after that.
Okay.
I think he needs a vet. His dogs are out.
Not when I just drank water.
he kind of like looks at Carolyn and looks at all of you. I know that I'm early, but it was kind of uncalled for. I was gonna say hi, and he just kind of like his shoulders drop a little bit, and he goes and finds a chair to sit in.
Oh.
Sorry, Brad.
We're just concerned about you. You just look different. It caught us off guard, you know? Like,
We've also been sitting in Carolyn's fart, so
yeah, I don't think any of us are at our best right now.
That's clear. You can stay for group if you want, though.
Unfortunately, we actually have a plan to sew mixed fabrics and play video games while reading literature. So, yeah.
Listen, I don't yuck your yum.
Cool,
She
thanks.
says, while clearly having yucked your yum. I don't. Are you guys done? Almost done cleaning up?
Well, I mean, we were trying to finish talking about our book, but someone rudely came into the space in breach of the contract 15 minutes early.
You guys opened the door and then fake locked it.
That was a
And you brought a dog, and we can't have pets in the store. So if I'm breaking the contract, you're definitely breaking the contract.
Brad's the one with his
Oh.
dogs now. I mean,
What dog are you talking about?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Artemis. And there's a knock at the door frame because the door is now open. Who's the Mike Taylor? Sticks his head in.
Mike.
Is this the total abstinence group?
It is.
They
You're-
are.
You
Oh, are you all in the group too?
No.
Oh no.
No.
We're
Oh.
on the way out.
These things?
What was that?
You abstain from all of these things as well?
You know, I've been in some anger management after events. And I've been doing too much of a lot of stuff, and maybe, you know, they always talk about quitting cold turkey, and if I just quit everything cold turkey, then what is going to be left is just the good parts, right?
I mean, that's a thought.
Just a practice in trying some other stuff. Maybe the catering didn't work out. The Minecraft, I've been staying up real late. I yelled at you. I'm sorry for yelling. Back when we were all at the place. I shouldn't have done that. Raising my voice at a bunch of nice ladies.
Oh, I would recommend like breath work and maybe yoga.
Or reading a good mystery. Would you like to join a book club?
Mystery.
Carolyn slams her arm in front of Mike. Don't try to poach my group members for your sinful dalliances.
Could do both.
We were just offering some solutions.
Carolyn, don't listen. Those aren't solutions. They're just further roads to the life you had before. Mike goes, I'll think on it. I promised her that I'd try this thing out, so she wouldn't keep yelling at me. So,
great.
Well, hey, we managed to reform Taya. Like, she's productive member of society now. So you're welcome to come by anytime.
Puff up my chest and my.
Brad narrows his eyes. Did you?
Listen, Brad, you should have met her before.
I'm glad I didn't. Passing out and her trying to go follow me in the bathroom was bad enough.
Maybe you would have got knocked out.
Yeah, you did get knocked out in that bathroom.
That was for your safety.
Exactly. I was trying to make sure you were.
That was before.
He was being a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Being a creepy one.
But good nonetheless.
Carolyn looks at you all. You've got 2 minutes left. Anything else? More people are going to be arriving. That's sort of the transitionary period.
I think Marina will just take a crystal and sneak it over to Mike and be like, this works really well for meditation and breath work. Just hold it and feel how cool it is and focus on the little shapes within it. Yeah, just to get you started. It's a pretty good one if you can need to clear your mind.
It's kind of like that shit they do at the 9th step.
Oh.
With the rocks and the bulls that sing, and they don't really sing, they just kind of screech, and it's kind of unpleasant if you think about it. Yeah, they hurt your ears and they tickle them in a way that it's not enjoyable.
It's sometimes an acquired taste.
You're supposed to be licking those things?
Oh no, not that kind of taste.
Oh, sorry. You miss a lot of things when you're in jail.
That makes sense.
You would know, and he points to Taya.
Are you just assuming I've been to jail before, bud?
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's fair, but still.
I'm sorry, you too good for jail? You too good?
I didn't say that.
Well, we've all been to jail. Just assuming completely.
Carolyn goes, I've been detained, but I've never done anything wrong.
Being detained sounds pretty spicy. That sounds against what your little group here is about.
No. I was being detained because I was speaking the truth. If you think being detained is spicy, then you should see someone about that.
Oh no.
And then there's a knock at the door frame. Who else should show up?
Dalrymple.
This is the fun club.
This club is a lot more popular than you would think.
I know.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Not Tony.
No, not Tony.
Danielle.
Here.
Oh God, Danny. She's covering it for the paper.
Oh, that would make sense.
That'd be crazy.
Danny Walsh walks in.
In
head to toe mixed fabrics.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't know. Are you all?
We slid over her car last time.
She pulls her sunglasses down. Hi, you three. And then is this the don't do anything group?
We're a book club.
Yeah, no, we're not a part of this.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, we do a lot of things.
these guys.
Oh, I know.
Sorry
What's that
about
supposed to
that.
mean?
Marina's kind of excited that she's here because that means her car is here and gets a little redemption moment, potentially.
You know, I think it is our time to bounce. Marina, you wanna try?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carolyn shouts out, "Try what? The stairs?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I
She just
get that?
looks confused. 'Cause I don't think she had a plan.
It's so great seeing you, Danny. So great.
Yeah.
Carolyn, enjoy your fart zone. And Taya walks by oh gosh, what's his name? The guy we're trying to
Brad?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna take out one of the pocket Crown Mystery books and be like, here, start with something light. Pass it off to him like drugs.
He goes, "Hey, I don't need this," and he holds it up for everyone.
You're gonna love it. Just try it.
No, you're good. Anyone want a book?
It's
I'll
a
sell it
gift.
to the store. I'll make some coin off of it.
That's fine too.
And he puts it on the table, and then Carolyn takes it and puts it on the floor.
So unnecessary.
So you guys are leaving?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Violet elbows Taya though and says, "You got a fart ready? You should return the favor before we leave."
You know, I was thinking about it, but I want to lock them in first.
Ooh.
So I
much cottage cheese.
I stay
Danny,
behind Violet and Marina and start to shuffle them out.
Yeah.
And then as we make our way out, right at the door frame, I'm gonna fart and then close it and then go click.
Amazing.
so you fart on Danny, Walsh, and Mike, Taylor. Taylor? Tyler?
Just pass
Taylor.
them. Pass them.
They're the ones closest to the door.
Fine. I fart by Carolyn.
No. You fart. You push it. You said right before the door, so you fart on Danny and Mike, and you click the fake lock the door.
Yeah.
Iconic.
You hear a shuffle of steps and a cough as Carolyn comes over and opens the door and goes, "I know it's a fake lock," and then slams it.
At least it wasn't a fake fart.
And at the foot of the staircase is the owner of the book club, not the book club, the owner of the bookstore. He goes, "I knew it was a mistake booking you guys back to back."
No, it was fun.
It was a great time.
Yeah, we're very supportive.
Are you guys gonna sponsor my migraine medication from all that yelling? You made her screech.
Oh.
It wasn't us. We were talking normal volume.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. Same time next week.
Same time.
Yeah.
Okay. And he shuffles back to, I think, shelving something.
Hey, before we go, I got you a tea blend for the trouble. And Violet pulls out a little thing of tea and is like, I got the herbs from Taya. Let me know what you think. I've been trying out some new hobbies.
And these are the legal herbs.
All these are legal. That was one time. Never again. Okay.
My wife keeps bringing it up.
I know. I'm sorry.
Our kid almost had that.
Oh no.
It's all right. It probably would have been a calmer night for all of us if he had.
Yeah. We could add some mugwort to the next one, but you might get some real weird dreams off that. So maybe not.
Oh, it's all right. Don't mind me. I'm scrolling to name this guy.
Fair.
Okay. Our book guy is Big Steve. Steven Zaratos.
Big Steve.
All right. You also know Big Steve because he is the head bouncer at the Sandbar, which is one of the bars on the beachfront and the pier. So he does book stuff during the day, and then he works a second job on the weekends as a bouncer at the Sandbar. He is brick solid but compact. which often causes hooligans to underestimate his ability to forcibly eject them.
Makes sense.
Has he forcibly ejected Taya?
Pose a question. One of the mavens used to frequent the sandbar in her younger, wilder days. What drink is still on the menu is named after her, and what was the story behind it?
Oh, it has to be.
Oh my
Taya.
gosh, absolutely, Taya.
Oh,
What
You
would
guys
it
can
be?
go to the sandbar later if you want to.
yes.
Yeah, I need to brainstorm this.
We get sloshed on Taya's drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think about it. We like cut back into the bookstore. Big Steve is trying to shelve some stuff. Yeah, I mean the tea's nice. Thank you. Probably not mugwort. I already get enough wild dreams from melatonin.
Yeah. There's some lavender in there, you know, like it's no bad things. All good.
Okay. Well, I'll try it out. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Right on. And we'll go back to working. Unless anyone else has anything they want to say to him.
Buy yourself something pretty, and then Taya puts down like a $2 coin. Do we have that? Is that a thing? No, like
Do we have
those
$2
solid like
bills?
$1 coins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those really pretty ones. You know.
those are really pretty.
Thanks. And he picks it up and puts it in the tip jar for like all of the employees.
It's a collectible, you know.
Oh shit! It's already in the. I can't even open the lid.
Oh.
Damn it!
Do you need help? 'Cause
No.
Okay.
I just mean I put it in there for everyone. It's gonna feel kind of selfish if now I unscrew and open it and take it out. It's like I'm taking from my coworkers, you know.
Yeah, but if you like sell it and then your coworkers get more money, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't you have just sold it?
Because I'm kind. I wanted to
Why are
give
you
it.
giving me? Well, then I'll be kind. And he like slams the tip jar back down.
Like, oh.
Sorry. I saw Mike and I got a little riled up. That's all.
Oh.
Oh, is there some beef with Mike and you?
Yeah.
No, he's not a butcher.
Do you have some troubles with him?
No, I mean at the sandbar, I used to throw him out when he was a little younger and more rascally. I haven't seen him in a while. I guess he was put away or something.
Yeah. I heard we heard he did take some time.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have used that time getting all those tattoos. Eesh.
Oh, I think the little flowers on his neck are kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a crush on Mike?
I like his flowers.
You like a man's flowers.
I can
And they have the same accent now. I'm so sorry. Big Steve and Mike.
They're brothers.
They're brothers.
Oh gosh.
Well, he says he's some sort of reformed man, so I guess I'll allow it. Not that you don't need my permission, but like, you know, you ladies have been here for a while. Just want to make sure that you're all right. You kind of pay to keep the lights on sometimes. So
Yeah, this has been a really good place for us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, Big Steve.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks for not kicking me out here.
Don't push it. I'm just joking. And he'll like clap you on the shoulder.
It's okay. If you did, we'd understand, you know?
I probably deserved it, so.
Have to name a shelf after you here or something.
Now we kind
There
of
you
want to do
go.
something to get us kicked out.
No. That's not what I meant.
I've got a fart locked and loaded.
Get out of here. Get.
Well, there we
and
go.
All right.
He'll hold the door open for y'all.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
see
we
you
couple
next
out.
week.
See you next week. Or sooner at Sandbar.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh,
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Don't tempt us with a good time. I mean, actually, don't tempt them. And she points upstairs with a good time.
You just hear like muffled Carolyn soliloquize, like giving a speech because I can't say that word. She is preaching up there, but you don't hear the words. You just hear like the tone.
Awful.
Yeah, get some earplugs.
Oh, trust me. And he pulls out like really fuzzy earmuffs.
There you go.
They're from my wife.
They're very cute.
They work great.
Ah.
Yeah.
And he'll shut the door.
Marina, let's go to the car. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys are looking for Danny's car?
Yeah.
You don't see it.
Oh. Violet has her phone out, like on video ready. Oh.
You see Brad's bike, a different car two different cars, and then one that you know is Big Steve's. But one of the cars has like a Brindlewood County plate, and the other one has a New Mexico plate on it.
Oh, well, that's kind of disappointing. I really wanted it to be my redemption moment. Now I kind of just want it to be her car. So it's full circle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't just slide on any normal person's car.
Yeah. I have to replay the exact scenario.
The one with the New Mexico plate is clearly a rental because it's much cleaner than every other car here and nicer.
I wonder whose car that is.
Who would have a rental right now?
Yeah.
Not Carolyn. I'm sure she drives some beat up, old looking thing.
She probably walks or has one of those like old timey bicycles.
Penny farthings?
I didn't know.
Can we look closer to see whose car it is?
Oh yeah.
I mean, yes.
You like look through the windows.
Yeah, like if there's any like belongings in there.
Yeah, you guys don't have to roll for it. You go and look through the windows and you see a bright jacket and another big set of sunglasses, a comb, like a car little makeup kit, a pair of really beat up sneakers, and then a legal pad in the passenger seat.
That's gotta be Danny's, right?
Yeah, that's gotta be Danny's. Is her car still getting fixed?
I mean, it looks good for practicing.
Yeah. Here, I'll stand on this end and you come slide towards me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I got Violet gets the camera ready.
There's like
Okay,
little runs up to it and then like goes back and then like runs up. And, like okay.
All right, they move with vitality.
Okay. Let me see. Let me get my things back up. That is, how much do I have? Vitality still 0.
Nice.
Okay, 8.
So you're gonna succeed, but something goes wrong.
Okay.
I think you slide across this, and it's right at like the very end that the alarm starts going off.
I'm just like, Jesus! And I'm just like
blaring.
Okay, we gotta go.
Let's
like
leave.
run giggling.
Yeah.
Good thing
Where are you
it's
guys going?
Away.
Who drove?
Away.
No way.
I thought you said Hawaii, and I was like,
Yep.
Campaign's done. Yeah.
All right, guys. They said we can call in tickets now. They've got some available.
I think maybe we'll like close that scene of Danny opening the window and you guys like peeling out, as she like hits the cancel alarm button on her keys, and we'll leave it up to fate whether or not she caught a glimpse. But I think let's move scenes from here. You guys said you were interested in investigating some void clues.
Yes.
Which one? Start off with one.
Leia specifically wants to investigate the compass thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want to look at this thing at?
The pond, right? Because that's where it was kind of weird.
Right at around the quarry.
So you guys want to go? You found it in the trash can outside the Hapsbury estate, out near the quarry and the woods. So you're heading back out that way?
Yes. Like wherever it'll lead us to in the quarry, I guess.
Oh, no, wait, didn't it? Hold on. It led us back to town, I think, or something. Like, we were at the quarry when we found it, but hold on.
That's why I was thinking.
I wrote this down.
Because there was something about a pond in my memory.
We'll treat this as like, it's a different day, different time. Let's put this evening-ish because that feels cinematic.
Spooky.
You are driving out that gravel road to the quarry where all the mannequins are, where Violet had her little time slip up, where Hannah was abducted, where we found this thing in the trash can, and when you guys solved your first real murder here. The sun is setting. Maybe this is a different Saturday where you've done book club and then you're taking the drive out here and you stop to get dinner and at a diner or something and you've made your way. And soon enough, you can park your car on some of these outlier roads and the quarry and the pond and the mannequin graveyard and the old mining equipment are all out here. Crickets are going. It's one of those hot, sticky nights. Or everything's just a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I take it out and hold it out in front of everyone.
You hold it?
With
You're gonna make a
gloves. I'm gonna pull out my leather gloves and then I'm gonna hold it in my leather gloves.
I'll allow it. Next time, though, I'm making you roll.
Okay.
Yeah. And for the group at home, let's sort of describe this thing again. Let me finding my right tab. This is a white, small walrus carving that, when touched to bare flesh, stings. That you found in a trash can up on the hill where the Hapsbury estate is. And you hold it out in your gloved hand and it starts to rattle and shake. Go ahead and anyone who's trying to decipher what it's pointing to, I'm going to make you roll.
I mean, I could. What am I rolling?
Sensitivity.
Sensitivity. Oh, I'm so bad at that.
I won.
Yeah.
All right. Before you roll this, it is going to be a night move.
Okay.
And what concerns do you have about this object as you try to attune to it here?
I think that since Marina knows that it's a little like paranormally, that it'll induce something, kind of like a vision of something or like a flash of something that she's felt before, or I don't know, that it'll like affect her in a real way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that you've always had some sort of odd connections, and that's a very valid fear to have. It could affect you in a real way. It could be a real negative way.
Mm-hmm.
The cost of knowledge is always great. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, is that 3? Oh no, that's 2.
Taya like looks at you and goes, "Do we need to like hold hands or something for this to work?" Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna roll. I'm like, wait, but she's not gonna roll.
Yeah, Taya's gonna
like, all
take
with, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, 9.
Okay.
Nice.
So it works, but there's a complication.
Okay.
Cool. It takes a moment of staring and kind of figuring it out. Before the last time you guys looked at it, it only rattled for a bit before
I
it.
forgot to add my. Does 10 change anything? I forgot to
It
add.
does. You won't. It won't be a bad reaction, or a worse reaction, I should say.
Yeah.
The last time you looked at it, it only rattled for a second before it very clearly pointed in a direction. Down here, it's almost as if it is confused, like it can't quite settle. And it takes a little bit, Marina, a little bit of blinking, a little bit of just sense work before you make out that it's struggling because it's trying to point to multiple locations. It's not just rattling incoherently, it is rotating between different paths, I should say. On your 10, one of those is clearly the pond that is here.
Okay.
But there are at least 2 others. Both of which are like back the way you guys came. And I think your head hurts, but not enough to give you a condition about it.
Okay.
Are you okay, Marina?
Yeah. It's just it's being a little strange because it's pointing in multiple directions, but the one that we're close to is the pond. So I think that we could head for that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Go. Trekking.
Yeah.
Into the pond.
Yeah.
The sun dips below the edge of the bay as you guys head to the pond, and it is fully night, I think. Fully night as in there's no more active sun, but still light enough outside that you don't need something else to see alongside you. As you make your way to the pond here at the quarry, a pond that, Marina, I don't know if you remember, you had some crazy dreams about back a couple months during Croon. And the closer you guys get to it, Taya, if you're still holding this thing out, the less it rattles and the more it like latches on into that direction. And any of you guys who know your cardinal directions would know this is not north that you are heading. The pond is tranquil. And still, and there's a lot less people here, probably because of the events of Mark Harrison's death and being found out here. There's no one but the 3 of you.
I mean, what is it about this lake that has the walrus rattling towards it?
I don't know. Should I go in?
Into the lake?
I think are there any rocks or like just slightly higher vantage points? I'm wondering, Violet's thinking about using binoculars to like survey the water if there's not like too much light, you know?
There are some larger rocks, but like I mean the best vantage point would probably be up on the cliffside near the Habsbury house.
Yeah, we could we try to get a look up there, but yeah, I think from down here maybe best option is going in. As long as we think that's a good
take
idea.
off my leather jacket.
I mean, if we're doing it, I think Marina will just roll up her. I'm imagining her in like one of those like one pieces, like clothy like one pieces. And just like rolls up the like takes off her shoes.
Violet puts out her backpack and pulls like the chacos or like Keens, probably Keens. They're more supportive off the back and switches her shoes out.
I think Taya's
I can't believe you would have Choco slander right to my face.
No, I love Chacos. They're my favorite.
Ultimate disadvantage.
I just feel like the toe coverage for a little old lady would be better, but I don't know. You know why? This is terrible. I'm glad my mom doesn't watch this because I thought I liked Chacos, but then I immediately went, my mom likes Keens better. So Violet would probably have Keens.
And that's how those of you who are watching at home know that we've really rooted these mavens in reality. Because they're wearing Keens. Incredible. Accurate. Are you all getting in?
I think we're committing to this.
Taya was just gonna jump in.
Okay. Marina's just tiptoeing in.
Yeah, Violet will just wade in.
Taya's taking off her shirt and probably her pants, and then she's gonna go in. Just jump straight in. You see her in little boxer shorts. And they have a pattern on them.
Okay, so this is going to be a roll from each of you. Taya, yours is going to be at disadvantage.
Whoa, okay.
These are night moves, and they're all going to be with composure.
Okay. All right.
Can this count as a daring feat?
No, because that would be a vitality thing.
Okay. Taya's already dead.
Wait, plus 111.
5.
2, 3. Technically 3, but I rolled a double ones.
Marina, your caution serves you well. You've had nightmares about this place, and I think they've caused you to move slower, and perhaps with good reason. Out ahead of you, because if you're tiptoeing, Violet's waiting, and Taya has jumped in. You are the furthest. You're the closest to the shoreline here of this pond. Violet, you had a 5.
Yep.
And Taya, you had a 3.
3.
For each of you, the deeper you go, what becomes more unnerving for you?
I think for Marina, it's thinking that each, every little itty bitty baby step is going to be, into the abyss. This tiny step that I'm taking is going to sink me.
And
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think go ahead. You go first.
Go ahead, Violet.
I think it would be really unnerving. For the purposes of this, I'm going to say Violet was a little bit over from Taya, because then it would be another thing. I think it'd be really unnerving if the water was freezing cold as it started to wade in, and as, Violet gets a little deeper and a little deeper. I think if the water was warm on her feet, I think that would be really... That's why she can't be right behind Taya, because otherwise somebody peed in the pool.
It's so warm.
Right?
Yeah. At first it feels really cold and refreshing, but then it gets uncomfortably warm.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's creepy.
Yeah. Taya, you're the furthest in. What's unnerving for you?
On the flip side, it's completely the cold is such a shock to her. It's almost restraining. When you jump into a cold pool and you can't breathe for a second, that's sort of what she feels, where she's being held down in a way. as she jumps in.
Yeah. So on a night move for your failures, you guys all described, except for Marina here, who passed. What you're afraid of will happen. This unnervy thing is true, and it's worse. Here. I think for Violet, the deeper you go, the more it goes from cold to warm to too warm. And in a way that like makes you itch, in a way that makes you uncomfortable. I think maybe some of your shadow of your first void crown here, a shadow in the garden, starts ticking up, sort of that paranoia of not keeping your composure.
And I think as she's feeling that, like, everything in her wants to just like turn around, but she knows Taya is out there in front of her, and she like is also kind of like, she's feeling that sensation. She's also like paralyzed with this indecision of like everything is screaming to get out of this water, but Taya's in the water.
Something is very wrong about this pond. It is unnatural, and a void, abyss was a great word. That loneliness, it seems to almost stretch out around you. And then the opposite for Taya, everything is constricting and confined. Someone who has never lived their life once they had their own faculties confined in any way. Taya, the part of it that's worse for you is not only is it a cold and shock and you feel held there, you feel held there. As in, something is holding onto your legs.
Oh, okay.
Your head's still above water. It's not like it's deep enough for, like, you're not being pulled under, but you are being restrained.
Okay. Scary. I think Taya is just, it's gonna take her a second to like realize what's going on and then turn around and start yelling at the other two.
Taya?
Something's got me. Help!
What's coming?
No, something's got me. Help, help. And I just like start to like thrash.
Oh god.
Like
What, Bethany?
we'll just like go in, just like try to help.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, no one will have an issue getting to Taya.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I guess once Marina reaches, they're just like, what's got you? And like tries to like fumble with her legs. She's like caught on something.
There's like some seagrass.
Like, tries to get her loose.
Can I look and see if it's anything? I'm gonna like pull my head underwater just to see.
Incredible. What you see, Taya and Taya only, in this moment, is something that I don't know if you will have words to articulate. Because it doesn't make sense how around your ankle, amidst these, like, you know, rocks and little bits of seagrass or pond grass and filament, that there's like an inky black tendril that has whirled its way around your ankle on both sides. And when you put your head underwater and see this, in between your feet, an eye as big as your whole head starts to open. Marina, you see some grass. You feel some grass. I don't think you're looking. Your head's in underwater.
No, I think she'd just try to like unwrap the grass from her, and kind of like move it out of the way, make sure like everything is clear so that she could walk back. And it's like, I think you're okay. I think you can walk back.
Can I kick the eye
Oh.
that I see?
Yeah, I mean, you see Marina kind of put their hands down there, and then the tendrils retract. You want to try to kick the eye?
Yeah.
Go ahead and try. Give me a night move with vitality.
Ooh, okay. Please be better. Oh, thank goodness. 11.
Sick.
So you kick in that area for sure, but you never connect with anything. If you stick your head down under, you see the whole thing, like the eye that was there as big as your own head. It looks like a rock. But you, even when you tried to kick it, your foot kind of like went through it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I stand up and I like hold on to Marina and I'm like coughing up water.
Were you getting burned too? Like, oh, the water is so hot, and Violet's like kind of dancing a little bit.
Oh,
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Thanks, Marina. Let's go. And then I like start walking back.
No, that was really scary. I'm glad you guys are okay.
You guys exit the water. The temperature goes down for Violet and back up for Taya. Marina, all of your footsteps seem sure. And I think it's really only at the edge that you hear the mumbles of what sound like drunk sailors. But just as quickly as they came, they've gone.
She'll just like look around to like where she felt the sound was coming from, just like maybe all over.
I don't see anything. I mean, the closest thing is all those mannequins.
It stares at them for a little too long, just like trying to squint.
For your failures, Violet and Taya, you will each take a composure-related condition of your choice. You can tie it into how you felt in that water if you'd like. Like
related?
Huh?
Is it composure related?
Something related to like kind of like losing your cool there or what you experienced. So it could be for Taya something like binded or restrained or stunted or held back. For Violet, you know, thinking about like it getting too hot. My brain, probably because I watched the show today, goes too hot to handle. Or boiled.
I was wondering, I just had it phrased better in my head. Part of me thought, like not able to keep her cool.
Hot-headed. Hot-footed.
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 Mm-hmm. Propensity to kind of get away from things a little too quickly.
Yeah. We gotta get out of here.
I also need to clear some conditions. I have so many I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Anything else here at the pond from you three?
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Taya, like as soon as she reaches the shore, she's gonna like get onto her knees and then curl up a little bit and like pull her jacket over her shoulders and just try to not feel so, I don't know, like stuck.
Maybe that's the scene we end on here. Taya crouched down the smallest of however small she's ever been, Marina and Violet close by, all wondering about this damn pond. Yeah, we'll cut from here. The next thing I have on my list is Taya and Francine's date. We'll take maybe a 5-minute break before that. Taya, you're taking someone out on a date?
Yeah.
Tell me, we're gonna cut to the action of the date, but like the setup. Where are you at? Where are you going? How'd you pick her up?
Well, okay. So first of all, probably Taya took a lot of time, like in the morning, to like sit in the garden and like garden. And she probably has like that picture of what did we name this plant? Jawbone the snapdragon.
Yes,
just like holding it and then like placing it down, or like tucking it away in her bag or something. And then she'll like get ready.
Okay.
Probably wear like a nice, like deep purple button up with like a stripe pattern to it. Sleeves rolled up, blackest, tightest jeans that she could find, and then obviously her like leather jacket. Yeah, and then she'll go on her motorcycle to go pick up Francine.
Cool. Does Francine explicitly know this is a date?
Yeah. Taya would have told her.
Okay. Yeah. You
Would
head
she have
over.
turned her down?
No, I just didn't know if you want it to be like one of those bits where for someone it's a date and for the other person they're just hanging out.
No, Taya has lived through those baby gay days where she's like not explicitly telling people, and now she's much older, so she's like, yeah, I am establishing that this is a date and wants to lead it somewhere. Kind of deal.
Yeah, Francine has a very small, nondescript house on the inside, like away from the bay portion, the inland portion of town, closer to the highway that would take you to other parts of the county, and the railroad tracks and things like that. And it is one of those homes. It's probably meant to be like a starter home for someone, but she has just lived there for a long time. The foliage in front of her house is overgrown. The front of it is a little dingy. There's a little porch there, and she'll open the door. I think actually no, she's already on her porch when you pull up.
Oh, sick.
On her phone, and her hair is down. It's one of the first times her hair has been down, and she's wearing like a nice like blouse barn Kohl's appropriate like lady blouse, and then just some like long linen pants and sensible sandals.
Sick. Yeah, I pull up and I pull out like a second helmet as I like pull mine up. And this like helmet probably is just like the brightest red helmet that she could have found. And she's like, "Hey, you ready?"
To get on the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's safe, I promise.
That's what the statistics say. Super safe.
If anything happens, I'll catch you.
That's not... Your hands would be on the...
No, I'll like flip around and then I'll grab you.
Oh, I don't want you to tweak your back.
It's fine. I've done it before.
You shouldn't. You'd get... Okay.
Just keep the helmet on.
She puts it on and she just kind of stands near the motorcycle. Yeah.
And I like scoot forward to like expose just a little bit more of the back seat.
She'll get on. Where are we going again?
Axe throwing. You know, at the rec center.
Motorcycle to axe throwing. Okay. Yep. All very safe. Yeah, she'll get on. She kind of just like puts her hands on top of your shoulders, like conga line style.
I'm gonna very slightly move them around my waist.
She's not holding on tight.
I say, you gotta hold on tight or you're gonna fall off.
There's just like other handlebars. I don't want to hold on too tight, like
No, it's
bruise
fine.
you or anything.
No, you're not gonna bruise me.
Well, you're kind of small.
Yeah, but I'm tough, like an ant.
Okay. A little ant. Okay, she'll hold on tighter.
Nice. Yeah, I pop like a wheelie before we run off. I told you to hang on tight.
Don't. I almost slid off. She's
No,
holding on very tight now.
Nice.
Don't do that again.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, you have to admit it's fun, right?
I'm sure I'll get there.
I speed up.
Okay. Yeah. And we cut to axe throwing. I'm gonna move it from the rec center. Just because I think the rec center's got a lot going on. I don't know if we've got axe throwing there. But there is a combo like skate rink arcade axe throwing situation.
Cool.
That's closer to the museum. That's like kind of on the Bay Pier side of town. So tourist trap area for sure, but it's got what you're going for.
Yeah.
And the parking lot is full because of course it is. It's a busy place as you guys pull up.
I take one of the like motorcycle parking near the front.
As soon as you park, she is off that bike.
Yeah, I get off the bike and I take my helmet and also her helmet and like I set it on the seat.
That was the wind felt nice.
Nice. Good. You look great, by the way.
Oh, thanks. All of her hair is like wind swept back from like helmet hair, and her necklace is like back behind her now. And yeah, I didn't think you probably wanted to see me in my like work uniform. So,
I mean, if that's your style, I wouldn't mind either.
No, it's this. This is it.
Nice. Well, you clean up well, and I like offer my arm.
She'll take it.
Awesome. Yeah. We like walk in.
You take all the people axe throwing?
Wait, what?
I said, do you take all that people axe throwing?
Not always, but I just feel like, you know, with the whole knife flirting thing, like I thought it was kind of appropriate.
You like sharp edges.
A little bit. I like the danger of it, you know?
Why?
I don't know. Something about it makes me feel sort of alive, you know? Do you not like sharp objects?
I don't think I need them to feel alive.
Then what do you do to feel alive?
I feel alive every day. I'm not dead.
Yeah.
I work. I talk to people. I sometimes do a little octane. That will make you feel real alive, and then real not alive. It's kind of a
that one doesn't have the same appeal, but I'll do it, you know.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That was wild. No, I mean, like, living life feels alive. I think if I was doing nothing, then I wouldn't, but I don't think it needs to explicitly be dangerous or have an opportunity to hurt me to feel alive.
I guess that makes sense. But, there's just something about getting away with something that feels really good.
Do you have strict parents?
I mean, yeah, back when I was a kid, but I don't see them. You?
No, that makes sense. No, just the whole, I think you guys are they've given you your stall now
Yeah.
to do axe throwing. And she'll, maybe she throws an axe and then she'll say this and she'll throw it. It lands nowhere near. It actually stops several feet short.
Goodness.
People with strict parents like getting away with things.
Guess you read me like a book.
Tell me about growing up. Tell me about you.
I mean, it's kind of boring. My parents were, strict and they expected too much out of me. Wanted me to be a doctor, like everyone else. But I just couldn't cut it, so I was a receptionist for a while. Kind of did my thing as long as I made money, and then as soon as I could, I left my parents' home. Oh, and they divorced. They're not compatible.
Oh, I get divorced. Where did you go after you left?
I mean, I think I just stayed here because it felt normal. It felt steady, even though I really wanted to leave, but I don't know, it was just too late.
That doesn't sound very Taya-like. Too late for the person who drives a motorcycle and takes people axe throwing for the thrill of it.
I guess that's why I do all those things. Make up for it, right?
I think she starts laughing a little bit.
Okay, I get I'm not that cool, but...
No, it's not that. It's just... and it's the first time her voice has changed pitch in a while. No, it's just that... even just in that little bit, there's so much of you that I don't think you let others see.
I mean, they don't...
See, there it is. You're denying it.
What?
She throws another axe. It just clatters against the ground.
I'm also going to throw an axe as soon as she moves away.
Yeah, roll me a day move with vitality.
Oh, gosh. Oh, sick. With vitality, 12.
Oh, yeah, you bullseye that.
Nice.
Make up for it.
I just don't think the rest of, the things that I've done, it's not important, No one cares.
And who told you that?
I don't know. Probably some, maybe my mom, maybe my dad.
You don't talk to them anymore.
I get phone calls.
I don't know. Sounds like you're telling yourself that.
Yeah.
She picks up another axe. I don't think you should be telling yourself so silly lies like that. I asked. I care.
It's true. And you did risk your life to get on my motorcycle.
It was really fast.
Yeah, and wasn't it fun?
I peed a little.
Nice.
I don't know. I just think that she'll throw another. It hits the barest edge of the board on the bottom.
You almost got it.
Almost. I think maybe yours are sharp and mine are really dull, and that's why they're not.
No, I think it's a skill issue. Here. Let me, and then I get up behind her. Here. And then do the whole, holding her hand as to throw.
All right, day move with vitality. Actually, with vitality.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it presents because it's very suave of you.
Classic move.
Let me show you how.
Oh, let me show you good behind.
11.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Sick.
And she'll won't immediately move out of being that close to you for a moment. It sounds like, it looks like, she looks at where you guys have hit. The closer you let people in, the more interesting things get.
You know, I guess. Maybe.
She'll now step out and grab another. I don't know how many good throws. Clearly, I've never been axe throwing before.
We get like an hour.
Oh, it's a time thing. Awesome.
Yeah.
If we're gonna keep doing stuff, like, I appreciate that you like straight just like asked me out, and that sort of like clarity is real nice. You know, I've been known to read a room wrong, especially when I'm high. I'm not now, though. Don't worry.
Are you sure? No
Yeah.
octave in there?
No.
Sick.
And also keep your voice down. What I'm trying to say is just this, for, you know, the little bit of pee and how fast we went and stuff. It's fun. I would like to continue, and that's conditional.
Huh. Okay.
I don't want the one version. I don't want to get to know just one version of Taya de la Rosa. Not this like very bravado leather jacket wearing. It's all very cool, don't get me wrong. You're cool. But I think there are probably more versions of you that are also cool. But if you're not willing to share those, and she's going to throw, and because I've not been rolling for her this whole time, I will say this is a good throw. It like hits close to where yours does. If you're not interested in sharing all of the versions of you, because all of those things are important, then why do it? If you like to live on the thrill and the edge of things that might hurt you, and you're asking me to do that, it can't just be for one little piece.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have, I mean, you look younger than me. You look great. I don't know. I think we actually established Francine is younger than you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You look young for your age.
Yeah.
Genetics.
Asians don't reason.
We don't have, 50 years ahead of us. I don't want to wait 25 to figure out and learn about the little version of you, the middle version of you, the one that chooses to stay, the one that I feel like I'm getting to know. Motorcycle, fun, cool, axe throwing you, Taya. It's not important. It's not boring.
Well, what if that's the only version I want you to know?
And that would be really sad.
What if all of this is just for a fun night, you know?
Then we can just keep it at a fun night.
Fair.
But if what you want is a fun night, and what I want is a lot of nights, not necessarily all of them would be fun. And it sounds like we aren't aligned.
Possibly. I'll be straightforward with you. I just thought that this would be some fun fling, you know?
Is that what you want?
Yeah. Taya like shuffles her hands into her pockets and she like feels the crease of something in her pockets, and like doubles down and says, "Yeah."
Roll me day move with presence.
Okay. 8.
You see her kind of go through a couple of different emotions there, and well, if that's what you want. I've got a couple of fun nights in me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I promise I'll make them real fun.
This version of Taya fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taya like comes up behind Francine again and puts like a axe in her hand, and does the same thing. Tries to like help her with her form.
Yeah, she'll let you. Go ahead and roll me. It's going to be night with vitality. I want to ask you, what lingering feelings do you have in this moment?
Should I answer that before I roll or after?
Right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like I think Taya has a lot of feelings of like sort of there's like a fear. There's a slight fear to it, but also a slight bit of comfort that she's experienced multiple times before, like wooing women over and over again. And she gets like a weird ache in her stomach, like she's trying to fill that with what she's doing, but it's not filling at all.
I think there's a moment, and then I'll let you roll this after, that almost encapsulates that little bit of hollowness, but you pass over it very quickly. Because this is comfortable, this is what you know, and it'll work for now. Go ahead and roll.
With presence, is that what you said?
With vitality, because you're doing the axe throwing thing.
9.
Not as good as the last one you guys did, probably because Francine's a little stiffer than she was. Her guard is up a little more.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Anything else you want out of this scene?
No, I think it'll just be a normal fun night. And then Taya's probably going to ask Francine if she wants to go home with her.
Let's cut to that. We have like a montage of you guys throwing more axes and like eating corn dogs, and maybe like one bout of Dance Dance Revolution where you totally smoke her because she's got no rhythm. And you guys are walking out at a respectable hour. Right, Taya?
Yeah, 1 a.m.
So you guys close down the joint. Francine is super tired. She's taken her sensible shoes off and she's now barefoot.
Amazing.
Which I should put these back on. 1 second. She works on getting her shoes back on the front steps of this place. Well, I'm probably gonna have indigestion later. The corn dog was really greasy.
Yeah, it'll do it to you.
Yeah, I don't know why we had 4.
Because you dared me to eat that last
I
one.
dare you to have 3. You did the 4th one for show.
Yeah, I mean, I had to show you that I was dedicated, you know?
Just show me that your heart's in good shape, that you can afford to eat 4 corn dogs without getting a blockage.
Yeah. And I'm still going. The night's still young.
It's 1 a.m.
Yeah. Come on. Come with me.
Where?
Back to my place.
You're gonna roll me a night move with presence here. What are you afraid will happen if you fail?
Just afraid that this will be the end of this fun time, and she's just gonna flat out say no.
It's maybe worse than that. Maybe it's that, and you like tried to move it too quick too soon.
Oh yeah.
And she's got a lasting impression that isn't good.
Oof.
It's not that it's a no, it might become a never.
Okay, yeah. Oh gosh. You said presence, right?
I did.
4.
You can put on a crown.
Nah. Taya's gonna take it.
Home with you.
Yeah.
And just like stares at you for a bit. Oh, you wanted a fun night.
Yeah, is that not what I said?
I didn't know it was that sort of. This has been fun. And it's late. And I don't know. I am. She pulls out her phone. You can go on ahead.
Are you sure I can just drive you back?
No. I don't appreciate being a distraction.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A means to an end. Take her out, have a good time. Take her home, have a good time. But nothing serious. Nothing more than skin deep. No, I don't need a ride home. You could take your motorcycle and your tight pants and your axe throwing. It was a good time. I just misread the situation, I guess.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I led you that way. I thought I made it very clear. I just want you to see one version of Taya. And that's it.
She's clearly starting to call so much and it's pretty sad. I bet all the versions are something special. Maybe for someone else. She'll put the phone up to her ear and turn her back to you.
Taya's gonna just take the second helmet, kind of try to squeeze it as tight as she could, and then probably just leave it there and then put on her own and drive off.
The next time you come back here, it's in the Lost and Found. After a bit, none of you are here, but a car pulls up and rolls down the window, and Francine puts her head in. Could you take me we go try to stay over. And an unidentified voice. You know the couch is always open. Yeah, go ahead. Come on in. And Francine gets in that car and they drive off.
Oof.
We'll end that scene there.
Heartbreaking, Sydney.
You're breaking my heart.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Taya had the opportunity to be vulnerable and said, no.
She's just, I want the facade.
Yeah. Oh
Ugh.
my gosh, that was like one of the hardest scenes to ever.
That's so
It hurt real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sydney, you peaked as a DM. You did it.
I don't know. This is good. I don't know if it's as good as some of my other work. Don't worry. There are more ways to break Taya. Our scene fades, and I would say it's probably mid-morning, Marina. You didn't have a great dream last night. I'll share that. We won't go into big dream specifics, but just some old haunts, some past memories, some people you miss. But nothing on the same scale as one of our official bad dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Just your regular, I'm a person bad dreams. You know how they happen. Bittersweet dreams, we'll say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mid-morning. It is really bright outside. It's like one of those days the UV index is really high and there's like no clouds and everything is just reflective in a way that almost hurts your eyes. And you said you wanted to go to the 9th step, right? Right on.
Especially after who was it that mentioned it? Definitely piqued her interest again.
Oh, Mike Taylor mentioned it when you were giving him a crystal.
Yeah. I think after that she kind of like dug up like the old coupon that maybe Corinne had given her, and now she's like, I think it's time to go.
Yeah. Your coupon says like 15% off first consultation.
Okay.
The 9th step is it's on that main stretch historical part of Brindlewood Bay, kind of in between Town Hall and the museum, which is at the end with the pier. And in stark contrast to all of the very old historical buildings here, the 9th step has been modernized to the best of Corinne's ability. It's stark white, so it's extra blinding in the sunniness of the day. Sleek metal sign, like avant-garde, like sculptures out front that turn in the wind, and it says the 9th step, and then like Brindlewood Bay established, and then like this current year because it opened up earlier this year. And there's a couple people inside when you step in. There's like a little front desk and then some like offices and then what looks like a group room of some sort that's covered in mirrors and has like a speckled floor to it, like a gym workout space almost. And the incense is heavy in here. You cannot smell that bay water in here. It is bergamot like all the way. And you know what? She's got a million part-time jobs. Why don't we just put Petra at the front desk here?
Fitting.
In a white jumpsuit with little braids. Hi. Welcome to the 9th step, part of the Whately Foundation.
Hello, Petra. Always working.
Gotta save up for college.
Very smart of you. I have this little coupon here. I don't know what what consultation like it's for, but I mean, if you could let me know.
Oh yeah, she like pulls out like a laminated like piece of paper. Your consultation, and she'll kind of go through. We'll talk about like energies and goals and manifestation and cleansing. We kind of go through the whole gamut of what we run here. A lot of these services, either Corinne has made herself with research from her father, or is part of the tantric guide, and she's giving you all of the buzzwords. And we really try to straddle that line between making sure that we use scientific methods to care for the spiritual side. So all of these things, and she'll go over with you which ones that you both feel align with what you're looking for, and build out a personalized plan that way.
Okay, sounds fun.
Yeah. She goes to her computer. Corinne's about to be done with a client, probably about here in 5 minutes or so. If you want to take a seat, or we've got these like gluten-free, vegan, soy, dairy-free granola clusters. If you're interested.
Okay, I'll take a cluster.
Absolutely. They're like, it's like one cluster in like a tiny baggie. And if you taste it, it does taste like dust. It is not good.
Oh no, then just like
Yep. The water's on the other side. That's okay. They're still workshopping that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think some like more just like thinks of a word, flavor, like.
I'll take a note down for Miss Waitley. More flavor.
Not dust though.
No, I didn't write that.
Oh.
Don't worry. Yeah. I'm gonna look through here. On the walls here, there's some like Waitley family history if you're interested.
Yeah. And then she's kind of like, as she's waiting, just like looking around,
look through everything,
core and like.
Yeah, everything's very minimalist and white and like stark and clean, and you see some like framed black and white pictures of like different members of the Waitley family, and going all the way back. The earliest one you see is in 1855, and there's a picture of Atticus Waitley, the original Waitley, the Waitley who helped with the beginning of Brindlewood Bay. In his little house, he's standing outside of it very proudly. The house you recognize now is kind of where the antique store is. And there's some photos on the wall of things he took pictures of, including like fireflies at the Brindlewood Fen, and the construction of the pier, and the top of the cliff near the Hapsbury estate that looks over the biggest inlet of the bay here, and pictures of his family. And then it continues on down the line. You see like Atticus Waitley Jr. and Atticus Waitley III, and then it starts branching off like Jethro Waitley, and the Waitleys up until you get like the employee of the month almost esque pose of Corinne Waitley with her arms folded and her bob and her white suit, also standing in front of what is now Albertine's Antiques. And then another one of her standing in front of the 9th step here. Let's see here. Making sure that there's nothing else I haven't already given you. Yeah, I mean, there's a little like ledger about Atticus Waitley's his research into the intersection of spirituality and science, and how those things connect to other intersections of spirituality and science, like psychology and Freud's work and Carl Jung, and these other like psychotherapist, psychiatry lines, and then there's like a picture of Atticus Whately like in a jungle like near remote villages, and him studying things that shamans have taught him and like things like that. And one last one I think of him with a group of people that is it's just labeled the original astral explorers. I think just about this time, you hear Curran's heels come through the tiled walkway. And what NPC is she walking out of their consultation?
Oh.
What do we think?
Let's say plot twist. It's what's her name?
Carolyn.
No.
I
gonna have to hard no Carolyn. At the 9th step, I think she would hate it there.
What if it's the realtor? What was his name?
Oh yeah, the one
Dan?
who's trying to steal the house.
Dan. Yeah, what if it's
Isn't
Dan?
Dan in jail?
Dan's fully
Oh, Dan's in jail. Never mind.
He is fully in prison.
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah, it's Amelia. And Corinne's got like a hand on Amelia's shoulder. I was like, I think your goals are just real splendid. I mean, getting published, wanting to become the world's premier researcher, and we get things in line here, and you work on that vision board. You keep coming back. I don't think there's anything that's going to stand in your way. You're going to be young and accomplished, and I see a bright future ahead of you. And Amelia, like, glasses up. Well, that's really great, because if I have a bright future, then I can raise more money for the Newts. And Corinne just sort of nods and is like, yeah, if that's what you want, we can get there together. And Amelia, I think, turns the corner and goes, oh, hi!
Hi! It's so good to see you again. Now I'm loving her.
You're there. I'm here. Whoa.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
She scuttles out, just fully unready to be having. And then she comes back in. I forgot my bag in there. And then she goes back in and grabs her bag. And then, hello again.
I think just like I think Marina's been feeling bad now about like her aversion to her newt facts, and she said, I would like if you want to give me just one newt fact. I'm low on newt facts.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, just the first one that comes to mind.
The first one that comes to mind. 1 second.
An extensive mind.
Did you know that in Eastern newts, different from Western newts or Midwestern newts or Southern newts, Eastern newts eat aquatic insects as well, which helps balance the ecosystem. And if we get them out of the waters or the fen or things like that, then we'll be overrun with bugs.
Oh, wow. Newts are really helping us. No wonder you care so much about them.
And did you know, she'll tell you like 3 or 4 more.
Save it for the next one. I've had my fact filled. Thank you so much for that.
She kind of looks between you and Corinne, and Corinne's like, how about you go write them down and we'll put them up here at our front desk. Okay. She goes, I'll go write them down. That's probably good.
Yeah,
I'll work on my draft
for next time. Yeah.
for Newt Fancy. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh, right. Bye. And she just like looks at her feet and walks out again.
Cute.
She's so spirited.
She's very sweet and very smart.
Oh, yes. She knows more about newts than I think I know about anything.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Oh, well, what do we owe the pleasure of you coming in today? It's your first time. I think it's your first time, right?
It is my first time. Well, I have to stop by. I mean, it's been too long since I've known about this place and haven't stopped by, and it is beautiful, I must say. And
Thank you. We were really going for one of the, like, if it's a clean and empty space, then the fullness of the person can come through while they're here.
yeah. Plus, I had a nice coupon. I mean, I can't let a coupon go to waste.
You can't. You just be losing money.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, wonderful. A consultation?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. And then she kind of looks at Petra. Petra, if I've got a 10:30, would you go ahead and shoot them a text and let them know I might be running a little late? Petra just nods and well, okay. Well, let me show you the space first. You've seen our lobby, and she'll walk down. There's kind of just like two hallways here that branch off. In here, she opens up a door. This is our truth zone. It's where we can become attuned to ourselves in a group setting. Things like group therapies, crystal bowl singing, chakra alignments, anything that is best experienced within the full context of humanity in a communal setting we do in this room. And then if you're looking for a one-on-one sort of experience, we've got some private rooms for that. And then I think we're getting a massage therapist soon, which that'll be really nice. And they're going to contract out that last little area we haven't quite finished yet. And then to our left over here, she'll kind of scoot you on that way. We've got my office, we've got sort of our records, and then our consultation room. Eventually, hopefully, I'd love to have someone in here who is as devoted as I am, but we just quite haven't found the right person yet. So I'm doing all the consultations for now. And it's been a real joy just to get to know more of a community that is so important to my family.
Yeah, this place is amazing and, right up my alley, honestly.
Yeah, we kind of got that vibe with the dog thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just so glad that we got the permits and the approval to sort of build it, and that it looks the way that it does. Very important. We kind of that saying, you eat with your eyes. Well, your spirit does the same thing with our visual stimuli. It's really important, kind of the spaces that we put ourselves in, and that it's if this were one of the older, more historic buildings that has some of all of that darkness attached to it, I don't think we'd be healing as much as we are.
That's true. A space is so important.
Space is important. She'll kind of open the door to the consultation room, and there are like candles and a nice little table, and then there's all the types of chairs. There's a beanbag, there's a swivel chair, there's a regular plain chair that she sits in on one side, but you have the opportunity for whatever you want on the other side of this table. She'll kind of pull out a binder.
Okay. If there is egg chair, she'll sit in
yes.
an egg chair.
Yep, there can be an egg chair. Oh, we've got some sort of, you picked the egg chair. We haven't had anyone pick that in quite a little bit. Do you feel detached from the womb in any way?
I mean, I've been detached from the womb for quite a few years now, but I just like the coziness of it, the all-encompassing,
It can feel nice to be held. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of simulates that in a way. Well, for your consultation, we really could start with what you were looking for in your goals, and then together we sort of decide, what sorts of ways can we help you align and get into the right frame of mind and space to be your best self.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Great. I've got a little, and I just kind of got a checklist here, to help get things going. You just tell me about what you want.
Well, I think most of all, I just want to experience life a little bit more.
Okay.
I feel like I want to have a lot more exciting experiences. Not that I haven't already had them, but I feel like the first great majority of my life wasn't as, I mean, it was so happy, but I feel like I didn't put myself out there as much. I felt maybe I was very safe.
Hmm. Yeah. Great Uncle Atticus used to say that safety and the pursuit of it disconnects us from all that is out there. And, kind of that great cosmic energy around us to experience more. Safety is safe. You don't get a lot out of it. You don't hurt a lot either. And sometimes that is necessary. So you want to experience more and kind of see more. Wonderful. I've sort of, we're very open in our practices here. And last thing I want to do is say or do anything that's going to offend you. Do you have a sort of religious or spiritual guide that you follow that we can build around and include in our practices? Or are you really open to, what's your affiliation, I guess?
I think I'm really open to a lot. I mean, I believe in luck a lot.
Okay.
I believe in the universe giving and taking and things like that, but nothing like no like hard rules on how to live your life or anything.
Okay. Gotcha. Universe giving and taking. That's you mind fleshing that out a little bit more?
Well, just kind of like what you put out there is sometimes what you receive, and the good with the bad and things like that. Balancing karmic scales.
Gotcha. And so these last couple of years, what do you think you've been putting out there?
I mean, I've been trying to just try a lot of new things, and I think I've been volunteering a lot, so I always try to do good. Sometimes sometimes me and the girls can cause a little trouble, but it's always all in good fun.
I think trouble is just perspective.
Yeah. Plus, canonically now she's a Libra. Plus, I'm a Libra, so there has to be
Flips to a new page.
So there has to be that balance there. I mean, of course.
Of course. Gotcha. Okay, so a little bit of astrology, a little bit of karma, a luck factor. She's kind of writing all this stuff down.
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, I think it's good to have multiple perspectives. Use the scientific approach, the soulful approach, the spiritual approach. They're all just means of getting to an end, right? An enlightenment, a new order of living, a higher concept of being, those sorts of things. So I think, if you've got all of them, surely one of them is going to work out, right? Wonderful. Should I take notes here? It's now where I think, Marina, you've got a void crown ticked, don't you?
Yes. Oh God, yes.
What about this place? What dark entities subtly are revealing themselves as you're moving around in the 9th step?
I think maybe the first thing that came to mind was like that some of the art or some of the things around are just slightly reminiscent of either the masks that we've seen, or even like the not the Joker costume. And maybe some of them are just like from like the side of your eye kind of resemble that, or just resemble it for a second, like you have to do a double take for it.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe in those pictures you looked at earlier, some of those people that were alongside Atticus Whately, like, you get that same like sailory singing kind of vibe. Like, it's all that same time period, right? And maybe there's a sort of mask, like, you know, the theater masks of like the different emotions, and like a diagram about our emotional health in those faces. And, you know, you look up, you kind of blink, and it's like they're all the same porcelain mask, and then they go away. Or there is maybe on the wall in the consultation room, there is like a bay scene, like of Brindlewood Bay. And behind Corinne's head, you start to see little tendrils from that sea come up and then go away.
Oof.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, just admiring your art.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I actually painted this one.
Oh. Wow, an artist.
Only a little bit. Only when I find that I center to my truest form when I'm in the act of creation. So I try to do things off and on when I'm starting to feel out of balance, that bring me back to that core want and need to like make something new and better. So I did this as we were sort of redoing this whole space, and the contractors. Yeah. Thank you.
Is it a painting of the pond that we were in? Like that specific one?
No, it is a painting that it's like the edge of the pier out into the ocean.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, looking at this, I mean, I've got a lot of ideas of what we could do, but I'm kind of curious what you already do in your daily life, to sort of bring forth your most true nature.
I think I just try to never pass up an opportunity to do something. I mean, even doing this, and just kind of always trying to say yes. Sometimes if it's extra scary, it's extra hard, and I mean, I don't ever want to put anyone in danger either. But I always try to go forward, not think about it too much.
Just kind of experience life as it's happening.
Yeah.
Wonderful. She kind of she'll turn a paper around you that's got like a lot of different things that you can do. And in a moment we'll have a montage of her telling you. But she kind of looks at you right in your eyes. Marina, I am so excited to help you sort of give, and not to bring it back to sort of the egg seat thing, kind of like give birth to this next season of your life. And I think that life's too short to stay safe the whole time, and safe and trouble are just both perspectives designed to keep us away from our most true selves. So we can talk options in a bit, but I am so honored to get to do this work with you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like, I guess to keep with your metaphor, I feel like I'm crowning in this moment.
Yeah. To a new higher order, and she kind of like pushes the paper towards you, and it's got like all of the services here that you can like add on to your package to come and do and whatnot. But I think we'll fade from there, from you and Corinne. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
And we'll cut to after a wine and paint class at the rec center. That's why they can't have axe throwing, because they're doing wine and paint.
Yeah.
And
actually a painting got destroyed one time, and they were like, we can't do this again.
Mm-hmm. Petra, now remember, make sure that when you're adding the silver in your trees, that you're only doing the one side, so it looks like the moonlight is hitting just that one side of the trees. If you do it on both,
okay,
then that's your painting, and it's however you want it to be. She is still in a white jumpsuit, but it's like fully paint splattered, and her like braids are like Dutch pinned up, and she's got a smock on over it. And then when you're done, just you can leave all your supplies on the table. I'll clean up, and except for your wine glasses, if you take those back to to Jenny at the back, she is cleaning them all out and taking them back to her china cabinet. Those are all out of her collection. We're really happy that she brought them here for us to use. And if you want to donate, there's a QR code and a box if you're a cash person. But thank you all for coming tonight, and enjoy your reflective oasis pond paintings. And we'll be back next month with a submitted idea. It looks like we're doing pigs on surfboards. That should be fun.
Violet pulls out her phone and immediately texts Marina and Taya, and is just like, I'm bringing you to Wine and Paint next month. You have to go.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Petra's coming by to clean up all the things from the tables.
Yeah. Hey, Petra, do you need a hand cleaning up while you're at it? I'm happy to help. You look like you have your hands full.
Yeah, actually. And she's like carrying like 4 easels and a cup full of paintbrushes, and then like another like dump bucket. If you just if you want to take that dump bucket there,
yeah, for sure.
And just all of the dirty cups, just dump them in there. And then we'll take it to out back. I'll take it out back and throw it on the grass or something.
Oh, is it like art after the art? You get, the...
That's smart. No, it's I gotta make sure I don't ruin my deposit for having the space.
That's understandable. Understandable.
Thank you for helping, though. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I was actually hoping that I would run into you. I'm Violet. You probably remember me, but but yeah, I'm Violet.
Mm-hmm.
She takes the paint bucket and like sets it to the side. I was like, I kind of wanted to check in and see how you were doing. I know you'd been at some really we'll just say high energy encounters.
Yeah, I'm okay, and not in the shutdown okay way like I was before.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in some therapy, and I've been doing these cleansings with Corinne. My other job, she gives me half price, which is really nice. So I work there, and we're working through some of the remnant. And it's funny you say energy. That's kind of what she calls it too. The remnant chaos that is stuck from being at those situations. So I feel all right. I mean, I definitely can't wait until I save up enough money to get out of this town. But other than that, we're taking it a day at a time.
Yeah. Have you looked into like some scholarships for art school and stuff? And
a little bit. Scholarships are, I think, they're kind of hard to get. So I'm kind of going the more of the, if I just save up enough money to do at least 1 year, and live there, and I'll learn a bunch, and then I'll like come back and do like Google courses and watch Twitch streamers and things like that, and maybe I'll make it big, and I won't need the rest of the years.
That sounds good, but I didn't think twitching would help.
No. You know, when you watch Bob Ross,
yeah.
So there are people who do that, and you can watch them on a computer.
Oh, and they call it twitching?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do.
I'll look that up.
Okay.
Look up twitching Bob Ross.
Maybe not. No, maybe just like Twitch.
Okay.
And paint. Maybe speed run. That could be fun.
I'll try that. And she actually pulls out her phone and like types it in and probably is accidentally still in the group chat. So you guys get a really random text about Twitch and painting and speedrunning. Yeah, I'll check that out when I get home. But I'm glad to hear you're doing okay, because that was a lot of weird things.
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't, is it, just kind of, she picks up a couple more sticks and puts them in one of her cups. Is it going to be like this the entire rest of the way? Like, the older I get, the more I realize how many bad things are happening, and I just didn't know because I was under the veil of childhood?
I think a little bit sometimes, but there's also good things. Like, a lot of times, you can make a difference and, help other folks out sometimes in those moments. But because you happen to be in both places too, I was gonna ask if you saw anything strange at either place. They're just, with everything that happened, quick clarification, I'm assuming the whole Danny thing made it into the papers?
Yeah, everyone knows that he did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like all that. Yeah, like after all the stuff, like, I mean, because that I know they caught Dan, but like the stuff that happened with Danny was really weird. Did you notice anything?
Roll me the it's a pretty safe environment. Roll me the day move, even though it's evening. With presence.
Okay. Wow, it's gonna be one of those days. That's gonna be a 6. Let me just swap dice while you ponder what you would like to do.
What are you afraid will happen in asking her this?
Well, immediately, I mean, Violet would definitely be concerned that she's not going to be invited back to Paint Club. That would be pretty upsetting. But also, I think she might be worried. I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to say that strange things seem to keep happening, and they seem to keep being around these strange things. And she thinks if she's, asking questions the next time something strange happens, they might be looking towards her potentially.
No, I mean, everything about everything is strange. Stuff at the hill, the cliff, with Mr.
It's
Harrison.
Okay. Yeah.
And the stuff with Danny and the jester costume and not knowing who did it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's my therapist is about to be is well employed, probably for many years to come. But no, I mean, do you have an example? Like, I don't know what you're looking for.
An example would probably help right about now. There just was there were birds in a shed at the quarry, and they flew out, and it was really weird because I don't know if you know that much about birds, but birds aren't usually in closed in sheds, and there was some weird stuff in the woods. Now that I think of it, there might have been a lot of weird things that happened, so it's hard to have specific examples,
I mean, the woods have always been weird. I mean, my parents, explicitly told us not to go at night, which, of course, when you're mom and dad tell you not to do something, you kind of want to do it.
Yeah.
But I think they had good reason with the whole like commune and the kid who went missing and all of that.
Oh, was this a while ago? I only moved a little bit ago, but the commune and the kid that went missing?
Yeah, how did Dad say it? Well, he wasn't even born yet. Uncle Jimmy was like a toddler, and then Aunt Sandra. Well, around Thanksgiving, they all got a little wasted. And it was better to kind of get them to tell stories so they didn't really notice anything else going on before they started fighting with one another. And Aunt Sandra and Uncle Jimmy were talking about this kid who went missing. Probably like the late 60s, thinking about their ages. Because my dad was an accident baby and he was born in the 70s, so they're a little bit older. But no, there's some sort of commune, and they were like strangers to town, would only come in to buy some stuff, and Grandma talked about them as being weirdos, but I think that's kind of like a mean thing to say about someone, just because they have a different way of life. And Grandma's kind of outdated, I guess you would say. But she was pretty convinced they were doing a bunch of evil things. And then apparently this kid named George went missing, and there was like a hunt to find the child and like a big fight, and not like the kid was never found, and that's we were told not to go out there because no one ever found George.
That's here Violet starts to like tear up. They never found the how old was the child? When they went missing.
I mean, Grandma and Aunt Sandra didn't really say an age, but I think it's maybe around Aunt Sandra's age, which is why she remembers the most about it. If they were like, maybe like 9.
Oh my god, I can't believe did they just stop looking?
I think after a while, like there was just no clues and no leads. And if you watch the forensic file, like the rerun episode of Brindlewood Bay, they cover it, and it's just like a cold end. I think his family, even the Maplethorpes, I don't think there's even any of them here anymore. Which I get it. Like if your kid went missing and they never found them, then it's gotta be a painful place to stay.
Yeah, that really does sound awful. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're handling things okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, they were really drunk and talking about it, and this can all be made up by my grandma to keep her kids out of the woods. And then my aunts and uncles and dad all told me. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know. Brindlewood Bay is kind of a weird place.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can definitely say that again. But just stay safe. Try hopefully good luck in art school. I hope
Thanks.
that you I hope you do well. Well, I know you're going to do well. If your grandma and aunt, if they talk anymore about that missing kid, I know this is kind of weird, but if you like, let me know. I've worked with some like databases where they try to track down missing folks. So I could always put some information in there, or see if there's anything, because you never know. I mean, they find people. They find people, 5, 10, 25, even 50 years sometimes after they go missing.
Yeah, if Aunt Sandra or Grandma talk about the commune anymore, or the kid, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to keep you anymore. Thank you so much for the painting class. I look forward to next month. Gonna bring the whole book club. It'll be a good time.
Good. Yeah. Pigs on surfboards.
Yeah.
Real realistic. Can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's a documentary out there. There might even be, a Twitcher who talks about it.
You're right. There could be. Get home safely. I'll see you next month.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks again. And I'm assuming that somewhere there's like a little donation thing on the way out. Violet stops and, puts in like a 20. She's like, I was being weird. I'm gonna just, this'll fix it. Art's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we'll fade from there. But we've got to ask on those databases, Violet.
Yeah.
That's know an awful lot about them.
She's done some research.
Got any active accounts?
I think probably she does.
I think maybe your email dings on your way out the door. Do you open it?
Yeah, I think you said we were fading.
I know, and then I thought like a line, and now I'm like, no, actually, I want to continue this. Do you open it?
No, yes, absolutely. She I think at this point she almost absentmindedly looks at her phone because she's like, I should make a note of, the commune and, all the information so I don't forget anything, and sees this email.
Yeah, it's from just a string of letters and numbers at live.com. And there's just a singular attachment.
Oh yeah, she opens it. This is not internet safety time.
Yeah, it's a photo. Actually, it's a PDF, mostly a photo. But the photo is of the window of the rec center and of you talking to Petra.
She looks around wildly. Before
the text.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You first.
I was just gonna say, looks around wildly to see if she sees anything, and then like looks back to see if there's like anything else. Doing like the click on the PDF, back to the email, click on the PDF, like.
The text just says, "We know you're looking. We are too."
As seeing that, like her complete shock on her face, she starts like heading home. She starts walking away. She starts getting out of there. And in her head, she's just convincing herself. She's like, it's other people look out for missing people. Like that's like a normal thing to do. Like that's it was probably just like the database. Like I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And just like, yeah, full internal meltdown right now.
That feels perhaps appropriate then if you're having a full internal meltdown to have a condition about it.
I mean, yeah, probably. We got to get real cozy here.
Probably invited everyone over, for Margs.
Right.
Some gardening.
Because you don't have any other house guests right now.
Yeah, no house.
Oh.
And Taya's probably like trying to play it real cool, but isn't doing a great job about it.
Yeah.
All right. It's nighttime. We'll say it's like 8 or 9 in the evening. You guys are all over there. Margs aplenty, puzzles out, tea, the general shenanigans. All of these scenes happen within the same week, so maybe this is like the end of week get together.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got
right, Artemis.
Yeah.
Oh,
just strong feelings today.
So wise.
Yeah.
I know, little boba eyes.
There's just like a little puppy that pops up in Taya's backyard. Nobody really knows where it comes from, but
yeah, the sun is just about set in that way a late summer sun does, where it lingers on the horizon for almost too long. You think it's going to set quicker, and it just hasn't yet. Fireflies are out here in Taya's yard. What are you all up to? What are you talking about?
I think we all want to hear about Taya's day.
yes.
Taya's like planting some new plants, like really aggressively pulling some weeds.
Is that good or bad?
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. It was a good date. We just threw some axes. I got a bullseye. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't anything special. I mean, she was so tired, she went home.
Aww.
That's really you guys.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, she seemed nice.
She's just another girl. It's okay.
But you are not just another Taya.
Well, thank you, Violet.
That's true.
And she cheerses margarita.
Cheers.
Do you guys ever feel or ever think about the other versions of yourself, or is there just like one of you,
I think it's like a singular but like multifaceted version. Like when I go visit my family, I feel like I'm a slightly different person when I'm like with you guys or when I'm with my kid. But I feel like it's shifty versions of the same person.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would say similar. Not like a totally different person usually, but like yeah, I think facets was a really good word to describe it. But I mean, I feel like younger me was a different person. But I don't think that's really what you're asking.
Yeah, same. Totally. Facets. Yeah. Taya like continues to pull weeds.
Marina's not fully convinced, but it's not gonna dig into it.
Yeah.
Like, it'll come.
Yeah.
Taya, you're doing some gardening.
Mm-hmm.
And some cozy move activity. When you are doing your cozy activity, you can clear a condition or unmark a thing in your cozy little place. All of you who are participating in this, if you are also gardening alongside Taya, you can do so. And then Taya, I will give you the option here. You can either clear 2 conditions or you can learn something about the town and clear one condition.
Ooh. I think I have to go with clearing 2 because I am packed.
Okay, yeah. What conditions are you clearing?
I think time blinded and just binded.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
How does gardening help release you from those feelings?
I think gardening is sort of, I mean, Taya does it every day just to maintain the garden, but like really like replanting things and actually weeding things out is something she does routinely after something bad happens to her. Like if she's feeling really terrible, she'll like go into her garden and it'll like steady her, slow down her heart rate, slow down like the life that she feels like she's living. And it really grounds her as she's like planting each plant, each seed.
Mm-hmm. I like that thought of like it forces you to slow down, and in that like structure and that routine you find freedom, and that ties in, like you said, to that time blindness of like slowing down, and then that freedom of not being binded anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Marina, are you gardening as well?
Yeah, I'm
You trying to help?
Yeah, I think I'll just like squat next to her, like sit down on the floor, like probably like crisscross, and just like not a very good gardener, so I think just like sticking her hands in the in the dirt, giving the ground some love. And I don't know, could I also sneak in like trying to see if there's like a cute rock in there
Yeah,
to collect?
absolutely. You find a very like dirty, clouded piece of quartz. I bet in there, just like a
I think I just
chunk.
went around to like and like show it. Your garden is really giving.
It really is. Keep it. It was meant for you, Marina.
It's beautiful.
Wonderful. Well, Marina, you're also doing your activity by finding that rock. So I think we'll give you, you don't have any conditions, but you can unmark 2 things in your cozy little place, or do 1 and learn about the town.
Oh, that's tough. I think I'm gonna do 1 and learn about the town.
Okay. I see you've unchecked your medical bag. That's probably a good idea. You were sticking your hands in the dirt a whole bunch. And I don't think you just find a rock.
Oh,
I think you find a I don't know where Taya got this dirt from.
Locally sourced.
Locally sourced, incredible, perfect. You find just like a odd green piece of metal, like a bracket. And Marina, I'm sure if you took that to someone who could identify it, you'd probably learn some about the town.
Okay.
But for right now, it's not an item in your cozy little place, but if you would just add in your notes that you've got like an old green metal bracket.
Got it.
You pull that out maybe like 5 minutes after your rock.
I'll be like, wow, this dirt you've got really has some cool stuff in it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think this dirt was special or anything. I kind of just scooped it up wherever I found it.
No, yeah, definitely keep going there. I like finding these little treasures in your dirt.
Yeah, I like seeing what treasures you find, Marina.
Incredible. Violet, are you gardening too, or are you doing something else?
I think Violet starts off trying to help, but with how like frantic Taya is in like the space, like she sniffs some of the plants and starts thinking about teas, but she is really, really jittery after what happened last week. So I think to give her something to do with her hands, I think she pulls some projects out of her pocket and pulls out a thing of yarn and is like, hey, Marina, can you hold up all the crystals that you have on your person right now?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just like,
Okay, perfect.
Giant.
She looks at this giant handful and goes, okay, that's exactly what I needed. Thank you. And starts working on doing some crocheting. And what she is crocheting is she's going to crochet a cute little pouch for Marina to put her rocks and crystals in.
cry.
To just keep something, to do with her hands.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I think, so same deal. You can clear 2 conditions or 1 and learn something about the town. And then I think when you finish that, Marina, you can add that to your cozy little place.
I think we're gonna clear 2 since we're at 3. I think she's definitely gonna feel more grounded after, just being at Taya's, the environment, sniffing all this dirt that's getting turned up by the other 2. And I think she's also gonna decide to maybe send a little bit of money to Danny after damaging her car. And just, have that fully behind her. But she's not going to tell the other 2 that she decides to do that. She's going to do it secretly. But I think also she's got, the yarn she's using is like this, like almost like psychedelic, like variegated color. Like, so it's lots of colors as it like comes together in this little pouch.
So pretty.
Yeah. But yeah, well, we Marina, how was your week? What were you up to?
Yeah, what'd you guys do while I was on my date?
Yeah, I went to, Corinne. She has this place, beautiful place called the Ninth Step, and it's very like new age healing kind of things, but I guess it kind of gave me the creeps, honestly. I mean, it's very pretty and it's very clean, very white and all the things, but some of the portraits, some of the art there was just kind of spooky.
Oh,
How
really?
so?
I don't know. It's just there was just something about it that kind of makes my skin crawl. I mean, I can't really place my finger on it, but there is one that I remember. There was a portrait of a lake, and from the lake, I think I might have. I don't know. Maybe I drank a weird tea, or maybe I inhaled too much incense, but I could have sworn that I saw like tentacles coming from the sea. From this
Were they black tentacles?
I mean, yeah, just these huge black tentacles.
It's just like the ones at the lake, the ones that grabbed my foot. I mean, I don't know, maybe I also, still have the effects from the octane or something. But
that was a while before, though.
There were tentacles that grabbed your foot? I mean, I touched what grabbed your foot and it was just seaweed. Are you telling me I touched tentacles?
I don't know. I mean, that's just what I saw, and I saw this big eyeball and...
Oh, I put my hands down there. But I mean, I'm glad I got you out. But...
Yeah, oh my gosh.
But, there's something about that lake. I mean, ugh. These bodies of water are just freaking me out.
I know. I mean, that was definitely a mistake jumping in. I really shouldn't have. I should have been more careful like you, Marina.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just glad you're safe.
Thanks for pulling me out of there.
Anytime.
I tried kicking that eyeball. What?
I said I'd rescue you from a squid anytime.
Oh. Same to you. I'll dive into a creepy pool for you.
Now I'm gonna say that I saved you from a giant squid. I mean, I don't know how. Yeah, I felt seaweed, but if you're saying it's a squid, that's a much cooler story.
What would do you think it's like Nessie? Does Brindlewood Bay have like a giant squid like Nessie?
I'm gonna say I fought the Loch Ness monster. Try to stop me.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say follow-up question. We've obviously got to start this rumor. So what do we name the Brindlewood Bay squid?
Squessy.
Yeah, that was so fast. You had that locked and loaded.
Thank you. It was that eyeball. I think it spoke to me, and
That's squessy.
yeah, Squessy.
It's gotta be. Oh my gosh. But speaking of strange things, Tay, you've lived here, I mean, your whole life, obviously, but have you heard anything about like a commune and a missing kid a long time ago?
Would I DM?
Taya, what year were you born?
I have this written down. I swear. Where is it?
I was gonna say I should probably write down the year born. I had age, but
where? Okay, I have to calculate it out. 2024 minus 70. 1954.
Oh yeah. You would have been 1954.
Right? If this Brindlewood Bay is taking place in
You would have been 13 when this happened.
Whoa.
Oh, 13-year-old Taya.
Aww.
Little baby
Little
Little
punk
alien.
running around.
Yeah. So Taya, in 1967, during the Summer of Love, a hippie commune sprung up just outside of Brindlewood Bay. They largely kept to themselves, only occasionally coming into town for supplies. Your parents and you and most of Bay began to hear rumors that the commune was engaging in satanic rituals and other dark orgiastic magic. When that's literally written on the page. When a young boy, George Maplethorpe, went missing, the commune was blamed. You remember a young Wyman Dalrymple, future sheriff of Brindlewood Bay, led a citizens' march to the commune in response, and once there, violence broke out. No one can say for certain what happened to the hippies, but none have been heard from since. Their facilities were burned to the ground, and George Maplethorpe was never found.
I relay that all to Violet.
And Taya, your choice. Your parents easily could have been a part of this citizens' march.
Ooh.
Do you want one of them to have been?
I'm gonna say probably Taya's mother was probably part of it.
Okay, yeah. Your mom doesn't speak really a lot ever about it. Just like everyone else who went. Not a lot is said. So Taya is 70?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Sheriff Dalrymple is like, gosh, he should not be this old. I don't know why it says this.
More men in power.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not old.
Maybe no, let's make him around let's make him younger actually. Let's make him like George's age. Maybe they were friends and that's why he rallied people to go out there and like whipped up all the adults in this satanic frenzy and got them to go investigate because George was his best friend.
Oh.
So we'll make him like in his 60s
Aw.
instead of being older than you because that feels appropriate. He doesn't seem older than you guys.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry I made her so old.
No, it's okay.
that's crazy. Does Taya tell us that her mom was a part of it?
Yeah, Taya probably would.
That's crazy. Petra mentioned it, talking about strange things that happened in Brindlewood Bay in the past, and that's just wild. I can't believe they never found him.
Yeah. Are you okay, Violet? I mean, it was a long time ago. I know it's a missing kid, but you seem really worked up about it.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, if something happened to Mavis or Lark or any of, the grandkids, just, I don't know what I would do. Just a little scary. We live in a scary world, just but which you guys do need to come visit them. The kids are all getting so big.
Oh.
Yes. I cannot believe that Beatrice and Dana are both in high school. Time flies by.
High school. Oh my god.
I know. She pulls out her phone and starts like showing like pictures and is like, look, oh.
I think it's about this time of sharing and reminiscing and learning that you guys realize you're out of some essentials for your night. What do you need to go buy?
Limes.
Oh man. Yeah.
Limes. Need a good 10 p.m. lime.
And if we're out of margarita salt too, and we gotta.
We gotta.
Oh, and I saw that the store had these really cute, like crazy straws. I think we should definitely try them out. A little something different for our margarita night.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
Well, the store's, it's about 5 minutes away from where Taya lives, and it's about 9:45 right now. Closes at 10. You got time.
Yeah.
Should we take my motorcycle? I can get us there.
Always.
Do you have a sidecar?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Violet snips the yarn that she was working on and hands a pouch over to Marina and is like, here, I thought you could use it for your crystals.
I think she just kind of like, and then just like immediately puts all of her crystals in there, just kind of like stares at them all, and one is like, wow, this is perfect. Thank you. She gives her like the biggest hug.
Oh, of course.
This is perfect. And then just like puts the big old crystal like in her like huge pocket. It's a deep pocket like onesie.
Yes.
And just like, oh, it's perfect.
I just want to make sure you didn't lose any, because I know you have a lot. So
thank you. This is amazing.
Of course. All right. Do you want to ride on the back or do you want to ride sidecar?
I'm feeling on the back.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm feeling sidecar. This is perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I sort of, I was a little upset. So I left my spare over there. But I have another one. I just can't have one. So I hand like my helmet to Marina and then like my spare to like Violet. And then I climb onto my motorcycle.
Oh my goodness.
Violet like pulls her bun down so she can get the helmet
Cute.
Incredible.
Taya takes Marina's hand and like pulls, just around her waist. Hold on tight.
I was gonna snug and then like put her like head like on her back so she can go like looking around at like the sights.
Yeah.
Incredible. You guys pull out and
Taya, have you ever thought of, I heard about this new thing called twitching? You could stream your bike rides on it apparently.
Do I have to like twitch while I do that?
Petra said that wasn't part of the process, so I don't think so.
I mean, I could try.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up later. We got to get the limes first, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
You guys drive off, heading back into town towards the grocery store, the only one here in town, and spotted in the trees. It's only fitting because Marina, you specifically said she put your head to the side to get to look, that as you guys go down the highway go down the street from like this wooded area, I think near where Taya lives, back into town proper, it's you who catches the glimpse of just a singular white mask.
Oh.
You guys are going. Taya is known to drive a little fast, so by the time I think you register what it is, you guys are moving past it and turning a corner.
Where was it again? Like,
in the tree line, woods line on the side of the road that Taya lives on.
Okay.
And I think we'll end there and we'll arrive at the grocery store in our next session.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
So many things were learned.
So
Feeling realer.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was so good. I'm crying.
Right.
so many emotions in this one.
I
Yeah.
know.
We have enough. I feel like I should split this into 2 episodes. So many good things. We'll see.
We're real good at making things take longer than it seems to will.
But it's so good. I'm like always wanting more. I'm like, yeah.
Some
every
heartbreak, each one of you. Gosh. We should probably close this out for real. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Whatever time, if this is 1 episode or 2, we appreciate you watching them. And come back when our new episode goes up with the next mystery written by Jonah Knight. Very excited for that one. And until then, as it is below,
And
it is below with you. Getting better. Getting better.
Yeah.
Oh my god.